My name is Grace Vaughan. I am based in Kenmare, County Kerry, in the southwest of Ireland. At the moment, I'm creating landscapes. It's streetscapes of Kenmare, and I'm working towards an exhibition. Kenmare is Nadine, it's called. It's the Irish for little nest. So when I see Kenmare, I see it nestled and in the landscape, tucked away in the southwest of Ireland, and it gives it a very kind of homely feel. So when I started painting, accidentally, I was actually putting in brushwork of feathery marks that you'd find in a bird's nest. For me, made sense. When I was younger, it was actually my brother who was considered the artist in the family, my older brother John. And my mother was quite surprised when I started winning art competitions. I didn't go on to art college. I did apply, but I was told that there was no jobs in art. I went on and did other jobs instead, but I always kept up painting because it was a way of expressing a lot of stuff and escaping life. The same with, I worked in a bog. I had turn and turf with my brother, and we would have been used as IRA lookouts for British helicopters flying above. So I always had that sense of the freedom of living in a place, but you're not free, but in your head, you're always free. And as somebody with bipolar, that doesn't always ring true, but for most of the time, I would see colour in most things, even in the darkest. I do believe my work has a violent brushstroke in it, and it's subconscious, and if I looked into it, I could maybe pick a few things. Self-harming would have been part of my my childhood. The troubles were a violent past, so the brushstroke for me was just an easier, safer way to express myself instead of carving into my skin or going out and killing people. Well, my father was a painter, and not an artist painter. He painted houses and churches, and I wanted to leave school at 16 and do what he was doing, but I wasn't allowed. I loved the way that he was able to mix colour by eye. Somebody would come to the house and they would say, "Pat, I need exotic colours," and my father was able to, with a hand mixer, able to mix, and I used to just love just watching the way the paint would just drip into the paint bucket, just in a little, like ice cream, like, you're adding raspberry to vanilla ice cream, except it's a lot smoother, and how that would just so subtly change colour, and I just used to love that. And I'd be sitting with my father or my brother, and we could be talking about colour all day. Probably one of the more exciting processes of painting is finding a new colour and going, wow, I haven't seen that colour before, and I wonder, does Winsor Newton know about it, and should I paint it? Because there's so many colours. It's like just been handed a rainbow and you get to choose whatever colour you get. It doesn't matter if the sun's not shining outside. Colour just makes me happy. And you could give me black and white, and I would still come up with 100 different shades and still be excited.